with Zach Werenski, first-round pick of the Blue Jackets at number 8 overall here tonight in Sunrise, Florida. Zach, you had to go through an interview process with a lot of different teams. It's not like a regular job interview where you go in and interview with somebody and maybe, maybe you go there, maybe you don't. Well, maybe it is like a job interview, but you didn't know where you were going to go. What was your talk like with the Blue Jackets? What were some of the things that kind of stuck out to you in the conversations you had with the organization way before tonight?
I think my interview with the Blue Jackets at the Combine went really well. I think I did a good job of kind of expressing the kind of player I was, and I think they expressed to me what they wanted me to be and kind of the type of player that they'd like to see me be. Coming in tonight, I had no idea what was going to happen. I'm kind of fortunate it was Columbus. It's kind of the place I was hoping for, so I'm pretty excited. What
kind of player did they tell you that they wanted you to be?
They didn't really tell me exactly how they wanted me to play, but they kind of said just the one thing I need to work on is to be more firm. That's something I've been working on all year, and I'm going to continue to work on.
And again, you're a young guy. You're playing at 17 last year in Michigan, so there's a lot of room for improvement and growth. Just tell me about playing for that Wolverines hockey program. I know this year, maybe not the year that you guys wanted to have, but just the structure and the history there and what you get out of that.
It's unbelievable. Playing for Coach Berenson, playing at Yost, it's definitely all it's cracked up to be. It's pretty special going out there every day and putting the block I'm on. It's quite an honor. You're playing for something bigger than yourself when you play for Michigan. All the alumni and Coach Berenson and all the players that have come before you.
Now, some people might be upset that I talk so much about that because you are coming to Ohio State territory, but you'll be able to deal with that, right?
Yeah. I think this is the only exception. Only time I'll make an exception for that.
Jack Johnson's also on your team. He's a former Wolverine, a guy that you've met a couple of times just briefly, but are you looking forward to getting to know him a little bit better?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to see a Wolverine doing so well in the NHL like he is, so for me to be able to meet him and kind of talk with him will be really cool.
After the interview process, or maybe even before it, have you paid any attention to the Blue Jackets? I mean, try to get a feel for them, or did you do that with a couple of teams that you thought maybe these are the teams I might end up with?
A little bit. You kind of try and narrow it down a little bit, but you really have no idea. I talked to Corey Chappell a little bit. He's from my hometown, and kind of picked his brain about what Columbus was, and he talks it up quite a bit. So when I get home, I'm going to have to talk to him about it a little bit more and see what he has to say.
This is going to be a big week for you now. Development camp is going to start, so you get to actually come in and take this sweater, maybe not this particular sweater, but you're going to get to put one on and get to skate with some of the boys this week. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's my first NHL camp, and it's with the Blue Jackets, so it's going to be a ton of fun.
A lot of guys that went here tonight. Do you know a lot of them, or have you, even through the Combine, have you formed any bonds with some of these guys because you're all part of a very select group?
Yeah, definitely. All the national team kids I know extremely well from playing with them. And there's been some kids I met at the Combine and just know throughout playing hockey growing up and stuff like that. And it's an exciting time for all of us.
Yeah, speaking of the national program, how much did that mean to you to be able to play at that level of competition?
Yeah, it was huge. Can't thank USA Hockey enough for giving me the opportunity to play with the national team and at World Juniors. I think those two opportunities were very big for me.
All right. We've done 2 interviews in the same night. We have a little less than 1 million left between me and you through your tenure with the Blue Jackets. So thanks. The first 2 have been great. I look forward to many more, and have fun this week.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That is Zach Werenski. He was the number 1 pick of the Blue Jackets, number 8 overall, big defenseman, as you can see, puck-moving defenseman. And, well, if he's physical, I don't want to find out right now. We'll just wait on that. I'm Bob McElligott. Thanks for watching Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health.